Did you know that the human brain, a masterpiece of evolution, is a dynamic organ capable of extraordinary feats greater than you can even imagine? From orchestrating complex thoughts to adapting to new challenges, its intricacies are boundless. Today, at Fusion of Knowledge, we're delving into the brain's anatomy, its electrical symphony of brainwaves, and the revolutionary concept of neuroplasticity. We'll also offer insights into harnessing these elements for cognitive enhancement and emotional well-being. The brain is divided into specialized regions, each critical to our survival and consciousness. The cerebrum is the seat of higher cognition, made up of lobes. The frontal lobe manages reasoning, motor control, and personality, while the prefrontal cortex regulates judgment, while Broca's area enables speech. The parietal lobe processes sensory input like touch and pain, and spatial navigation via the somatosensory cortex. The temporal lobe hosts auditory processing, memory through the hippocampus, and language comprehension in Wernicke's area. And the occipital lobe is dedicated to visual interpretation. The key substructures of the cerebellum include the basal ganglia, which fine-tunes movement and habit formation. The limbic system, which governs emotions through the amygdala. It manages memory via the hippocampus, and homeostasis is managed by the hypothalamus. The cerebellum is also referred to as the master of movement. It coordinates balance, posture, and fine motor skills like playing the piano. It also supports cognitive functions like attention. The brainstem is considered the lifeline to survival. It includes the midbrain, which manages sensory reflexes, the pons, which relays signals and regulates breathing, and the medulla, which controls heartbeat and blood pressure. The diencephalon is the bridge between systems. It includes the thalamus, which acts as a sensory relay station, and the hypothalamus, which links the nervous and endocrine systems, managing hunger and circadian rhythms. The brain's adaptability, a scientific revolution. For decades, scientists believed the adult brain was fixed after childhood. Today, we know the brain is as malleable as clay, reshaping itself in response to experiences, a phenomenon called neuroplasticity. Here is some historical context. In the 1920s, Santiago Ramon y Cajal declared that neurons couldn't regenerate. In the 1960s, breakthroughs in stroke recovery revealed damaged brains compensating by rerouting functions. By the 2000s, MRI scans proved London taxi drivers' hippocampi, or memory centers, grow as they memorize streets. Striking examples of this include stroke recovery, in which patients regain speech by activating unused brain regions, as well as with musicians. Violinists, for example, develop thicker auditory and motor cortices. In blind individuals, visual cortices repurpose to enhance touch or hearing. Neuroplasticity can be harnessed for cognitive enhancement. Neuroplasticity isn't just for recovery, it's a tool to upgrade your brain. Here are some practical strategies. Mindfulness and meditation is one. Science shows that this increases gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, which is involved in decision-making, and shrinks the amygdala, the fear center. Start with 10 minutes daily using apps like Headspace or Calm. Another strategy is cognitive training. For example, learning a language or instrument which strengthens synaptic connections. Try Duolingo or Masterclass to challenge your brain. Sleep and nutrition is another strategy, since sleep spurs synaptic pruning and omega-3s boost BDNF, a protein for neuron growth. You can prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep and try eating walnuts, salmon, or chia seeds. Neuroplasticity can also help you rewire for emotional well-being. Chronic stress carves neural pathways for negativity. Neuroplasticity can reroute them. Here are some therapies and techniques. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, rewires responses to anxiety and depression. A study, for example, showed CBT reduced activity in the amygdala for social anxiety sufferers. Gratitude journals and affirmations is another therapy and technique. Science shows that daily gratitude boosts serotonin, fostering positivity. Write 3 things you're grateful for each morning. Self-compassion lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and activates the prefrontal cortex. Additionally, neuroplasticity can assist with personal growth. Real-life transformations include Sarah, who learned coding at 50, proving age doesn't limit neuroplasticity. Here are some action steps. Try meditating 15 minutes daily. Habit stacking is another. You can attach new habits to existing ones. For example, after brushing your teeth, do 5 minutes of yoga. So what is the future of neuroplasticity? Cutting-edge tech includes brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, could restore movement and paralysis or enhance memory. Neurofeedback devices are another example, including Muse headbands, which provide real-time brainwave data to train focus. Ethical dilemmas should also be considered. For example, privacy. Who owns your brain data? As well as there are social considerations. For example, will only the wealthy access cognitive enhancements? Our hopeful conclusion is that we can embrace practices like meditation and lifelong learning to stay ahead of the curve. Unlocking your cognitive potential. Brainwave Basics. Neurons communicate via electrical pulses, producing brainwaves measurable by EEG. Each frequency correlates with mental states. The types of brainwaves and their mental states are as follows. Gamma, 30 to 100 Hz, which is associated with peak cognition, insight, and focus. Beta, 12 to 30 Hz, which is associated with alertness, problem-solving, but stress at high levels. Alpha, 8 to 12 Hz, which helps with relaxation, creativity. Theta, 4 to 8 Hz for meditation, light sleep, intuition. And Delta, 0.5 to 4 Hz for deep sleep, healing. You can harness brainwaves for productivity and relaxation. For productivity, beta-gamma waves can help. Binaural beats are good. You can use 16 to 30 Hz beats to enter flow during work, such as Brain.fm's focus playlists. The Pomodoro technique is also an option. You can work in 25-minute beta wave sprints, then 5-minute alpha wave breaks. For relaxation, inducing alpha-theta waves are helpful. A good evening routine may consist of listening to 8 Hz alpha waves, like ocean sounds, to unwind. Power naps are also beneficial. 20-minute naps with theta waves boost creativity. So what is the difference between binaural beats and isochronic tones? Binaural beats require headphones and subtly shift brainwaves. For example, 200 Hz in left ear, 210 Hz in right creates 10 Hz alpha. Isochronic beats are louder, pulsing tones and effective without headphones. Another technique is neurofeedback therapy. For example, clinicians use EEG to train ADHD patients to sustain beta waves. Here are several top apps. Focus at Will, which curates music to sustain beta-gamma states. My Noise, which are customizable nature sounds for alpha-theta relaxation. In order to maximize your results, consistency is important. Use brainwave tools daily for 3 to 4 weeks to see changes. Pair with neuroplasticity. You can combine meditation, alpha waves, with skill building for faster learning. Your brain's limitless potential. Neuroplasticity and brainwave optimization are two sides of the same coin. By understanding your brain's architecture, nurturing it through mindfulness and directing its electrical rhythms, you can boost productivity with gamma waves, spark creativity with alpha-theta states, cultivate resilience by rewiring emotional pathways. Start small. Tomorrow morning, try a 10-minute meditation to prime alpha waves, or play a beta frequency track during work. Your brain is waiting to transform. The journey to mastering your mind is lifelong. Stay curious, experiment boldly, and remember, every thought you think is sculpting your brain's future. Continue your journey with us today. If you're ready to continue exploring the fusion of science and spirituality for yourself and in your life, explore more about our services and classes at fusionofknowledge.com. and sign up for our free newsletter to learn more about our masterclasses and to receive a free ebook on light energy medicine. You can also take advantage of our free Life Force Navigation Report, where you can receive a personalized quantum human design assessment to gain insight into your unique energetic blueprint. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.